Hey guys, this is Cam315 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another One Piece anime episode review for you guys. And we are here with episode 1018. Now this video probably would have came a lot sooner, or a few hours sooner. I'm gonna maybe a few minutes, maybe an hour sooner, if not for I don't know what was going on. Apparently, this episode took a long time to get to, whether it was Funimation, Crunchyroll. I don't know what the whole holdup was, but whatever. Anyways, 1018, we get what is going to be the final portion of the Kaido versus Worst Generation fight for the time being. From what I read in the manga, this after this episode or after this part in the story, they do cut away to focus in on what the other Straw Hats are doing against the Toby Robo. That's all I can tell you without giving spoilers and stuff like that. For my anime only people, it may suck because, especially if you watch the next episode preview, next episode preview does not look enticing as an episode. Even me, with what I've seen, it seems like they're going to focus a lot on Otama next week, which, yeah, I don't know. But you know, it's the One Piece anime always delaying things, mostly because they want to have the manga get ahead. But this episode was another solid episode. Personally, if you ask me, out of the last couple of episodes we got with the Worst Generation versus Kaido and Big Mom, I would say this is the weakest part, other than like the big Zoro moment there in the episode. Nothing true. It wasn't as good as, say, you know, the last couple of episodes we saw in this battle. But let's get through it. So last week we left off with Luffy using Gum Gum Kong Gatling, and he's attacking Kaido, just giving a barrage. And that's what we start the episode off. He's just hitting freaking Kaido with everything he's got. He's freaking pummeling him into the ground and everything. Now, mind you, you know, they reuse like, you know, panels and stuff from the episodes, from the episode of just the smashing. You get like about, I think, a good minute or two beat down of Luffy just unleashing all over Kaido. It kind of got a little bit tired. I'm like, okay, when are we gonna pick it up now? Because yes, I like to see Kaido get beat up, but my God, I don't need to see all these attacks. But that's the anime. They always drag stuff on just to make the point, Oh, Luffy's hitting him thousands of times. In the meantime, all the other Worst Generation members and even Big Mom, they're like, what the hell, man? This guy is just pummeling Kaido and Kaido's not doing anything whatsoever. And everything. And, you know, that's kind of the thing that's happening. And Luffy's just going at it. He keep punching and everything and stuff like that. And eventually he pulls back his arm, does another punch that sends Kaido down to the ground. And, you know, everybody's just looking at what Luffy just did. Luffy looks like he's about to pull back, maybe do like a Kong gun or something, but or a King Kong gun. He makes the reference of the fact of the whole standpoint of, oh, this is it, Kaido. This is my last hit. You're going down for the count. Mind you, when Kaido falls down, they cut away to all the other resistance members and stuff like that, all the other Straw Hats. They're wondering, like, what's going on there, huh? Okay, I just hear a loud boom, and stuff like that. But before Luffy tries to get off his final attack he was looking to get off of, he deforms out of Gear 4, and he's down for the count for the time being. Zoro catches him. Kid's like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? What happened? He looked like he was about to finish him off. Why'd he go back to normal? And Law, since he already knows the whole thing with him from Dressrosa, he pretty much tells Kid, like, yeah, the thing is this. When he uses that form, it gives him an extra boost in power, but after he's done using it, he pretty much wastes all his hockey abilities doing that, and he can't use hockey for 10 minutes. And Kid's like, oh, so you're pretty much up against the time when he has to use that. So you're trading power. It's a risk when you use this state. So, the drawback is still there. And everything with Luffy not being able to use hockey after Gear 4 and everything. Um, you know, uh, again, you have to wonder when they first did this and they first transformed the Gear 4 for the really start of the start of this battle when they were just getting to Onigashima. He didn't stay in the form long enough, so he probably wasn't exhausted, but dude was exhausted. Like, you can see as he's doing the gattlings, he's starting to cough up steam because he's like running out of time and everything. So yeah. So pretty much Luffy is down for the count this entire episode, and they're like, well, great. That means if he was about to finish him off, that means I know Kaido's not gonna be down. We gotta finish him off. But Big Mom's like, oh yeah, as if. I'm like, I'm gonna let that happen, and stuff like that. Anyways, what happens is Kaido gets back up. Eventually, he does this dragon twister move by spinning around and just creating like these tornadoes and everything. Mind you, also another reason why I didn't like this episode as much, is they use CGI on Kaido in his dragon form for this episode. And I'm gonna be honest, to me, it was all right, but it didn't look the best. And after a point in time, I'm like, okay, can they stop with the CGI Kaido dragon form? Because I can't take it no more. I'm done with the CGI dragon stuff. But you know, anime always tries to use CGI over their 2D images. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Creates this freaking dragon twister. Everybody gets caught up in this thing. Zoro and Luffy get caught up in it, and lo and behold, you know, Luffy loses Zoro, or Luffy, yeah, Zoro loses Luffy, and Luffy's conscious. He just can't do anything. He can't really move because he exhausted himself. Everything. Lo and behold, in this tornado, Kaido goes through it, and he bites down Luffy. Now, when the tornado ends, Zoro's like, okay, I can't let that happen. You can't eat my captain. So he gets his 3-sword style, and he ends up doing this new move called Black Rope Dragon Twister. And it's a good visually animated scene. It's probably the best animated part of the episode and everything. And you know, during this whole scene, Kaido's like, wait a second. Now I know why I had this feeling. You're using one of Odin's swords, which we know is obviously Enma. And Zoro unleashes the attack, and it creates a twister. And in this twister, it actually ends up cutting Kaido fairly badly. Like, they showed the wound. It was a pretty deep cut. Like, he cut through the scales and everything. And Kid is shot. Our Killer's like, he cut through the scales and he's shocked. And even Big Mom's like, he cut him. Zoro cuts him, spits out Luffy. Zoro gets Luffy, and that's pretty much it. You know, Kaido, he sees this and he's pissed. He's like, you cut me. Oh, you're gonna get it now. You want a dragon twister? I'll give you a dragon twister. He uses the same move he did in the last episode, the high speed pressurized air cutting ability he used. And yeah, he does that, and he does that move. And you know, pretty much it kind of just leaves the entire area just in smoke and ruins and everything. And yeah, that's the thing. Now we cut over to what's going on in the main hall area, but then we cut over to this one room where the CP Aegis or CP0 members are at, and they're pretty much talking about what's going on in this battle. Now they're saying like, oh, you know, the reason why they're like, man, we were just here for negotiations and stuff like that, and to enjoy a good time. But now the freaking main negotiator is dead, hinting at Orochi, and apparently we're in a war zone right now because they didn't expect this to happen. Now, one of the other members of CP Aegis Zero is like, yeah, apparently these people are fighting for a 20-year thing that was supposed to happen for one man that died here in this country. And they pretty much bring the whole aspect of, you know, the entire world landscaping is going to change based on the outcome of this battle. So, and they're pretty much saying for like, whoever wins this fight, it's going to change the world. Whether it's the two emperors' armies that end up winning this fight, or if it's the worst generation, regardless, at the end of the day, the world is going to change. Now, in their eyes, it's going to change for the worse because, if you have two emperors being taken down, well, then you got a whole threat of pirates in Luffy, Law, and Kid. Like, oh no, these ninjas took these guys down. But again, if say if the worst generation loses, then the government would have to deal with two emperors who made an alliance, who are willing to do whatever it takes to get their hands on the ancient weapons and pretty much take over the One Piece world. They already know, like, whoever wins this battle, it's gonna change the course of history. So the one of Kaido's men, who's just playing this like instruments, like, well, you see, the enemy troops has 5,400. We've taken out 400, and we still got a good number of men. And pretty much the final score, the score right now is 27,000 to 5,000. And pretty much the person's like, there's no chance in hell that we're winning. We're gonna lose. And even the AP, the CP9 people or the CP0 people, they're like, well, it's gonna be interesting to see if the worst generation members of the other Straw Hats pretty much can take down the commanders in charge, essentially hinting at the Toby Ropo. And pretty much the dudes are like, whatever. At the end of the day, it plays in our favors because guess what? It plays in the world government's favors because it's pirates going up against each other. So weaken your guys' self so much because then we can just come in, take over, and kick your guys' asses and take you guys to jail. Obviously, that's not going to happen unless there's some sort of major plot twist. But that's kind of what that guy at the end was laughing at, and he's like, we got him good, because at the end of the day, it's pirates versus pirates. It's not pirates versus government, so it doesn't affect us. We just have to see the outcome and take advantage of the opportunity. So that's the whole thing there. And then we end the episode off with the aftermath of the Dragon Twister, demolition gust attack. And Kaido gets back up and he's like, hey, Lin, this is really fun. And obviously Big Mom's like, yeah, I would say so myself too. And in the meantime, the worst generation members are looking at Kaido with shocked expressions. And Law makes a mention, he's like, or Kid makes a mention first, he's like, I haven't seen him look like this before. And Law makes a mention, he's like, this must be his man beast form. And we don't see it yet. We don't see it in revelation of what it looks like yet, because they purposely hide it for a reason. They did the same thing in the manga as well, if you're wondering, for anime only. They did the same thing in the manga. They hid it in the chapter. But the one thing you can see is you can somewhat see a silhouette image. They did do a close-up on the hand. You can see that his hand around his club got claws and everything, and stuff like that. And they're pretty much Kid and Law are referencing the fact that this dude Kaido is in his hybrid form, which if you're a Zoan type user, we've seen this before with the other Zoan types. Especially if you're a human that eats Zoan types. We saw this with Ulti. We've seen this with Drake, where they have a half and half of their human self, but at the same time they look like they're whatever animal they're based off of and stuff like that. So that's what Kaido is practically in. They don't show it because they want to keep it hidden. Now, if you watch the opening, you can see what his hybrid form looks like. But if you skip the opening, they hide it for reasons. So yeah, but if you watch the opening, you already know what his hybrid form looks like right then and there. It's just not in full color yet. But that's where the episode ends off. And yeah, the worst generation members are not going to be in a good shape. With the fact that Luffy's down for however minutes it's going to take him to reheal or just rest up to get his hockey back, worst generation members are at a disadvantage now, and it's starting to be like in the phase where it's like, okay, yeah, Kaido's now in his hybrid form. They probably pissed him off. Zoro pissed him off pretty much. So yeah. Again, if you watch the next episode preview, again, sorry if I'm spoiling this for you, but next episode preview, it looks like it's gonna be focused on Otama. That's all I'm gonna say. It might not be a lot of people's favorite. It looks like we might cut in to what's going on with Frankie's battle. So yeah, with Sasaki. So it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen next. But I know for the time being, it's gonna be a while till we get back to the Luffy, the worst generation versus Kaido and Big Mom fight. It's going to be a while. I think we're gonna cut away for a bit to focus on the Straws going up against the Toby Roppo members, which gonna be interesting to see that stuff animated, because can't wait. There's a few scenes from those battles where I just can't wait to see animated. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of One Piece, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to get more One Piece content or any other anime content I upload to the channel. At the same time, hit that subscribe button. Stuff like that. I think we're only like 4 subscribers away from 300 subscribers on the channel. So hey, hit that subscribe button so we can get to 300. If that happens, then I'll definitely make a quick little 300 subscribers thank you video and stuff like that. But it wasn't too long ago. I only had like 200 subscribers, and next thing you know, I'm already at 300. Like, I think 2 months later. I have to go back and check when that 200 subscriber video was made, but I think it's been a good 2 months, and 2 or 3 months, and within those months, I got 300 subscribers now. So again, thank you guys for the support. That means you guys are liking the content, you're sharing out to other people and stuff like that. And hey, let's grow this channel out, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Catch you guys in the next video. Until then, guys, have a great rest of your day or night watching this video. Peace.